Greetings, true believers. Joel Pal, Spider-Man. Good morning, Cadre. It's KJ. Got in a package from Dave in Kentucky. He sent me this leather biker vest. He also sent me a neck warmer leather handkerchief thing, some riding pants, and a sample of some whiskey that's got it's honey habanero bourbon. So thank you so much, Dave. Your generosity is amazing. Really appreciate it. Everything fits great. So thank you very much. Can't say that enough. You're like my little sponsor or whatever in the motorcycle world. You sent me a lot of stuff, a lot of encouragement. Really appreciate it. So thank you. Now on to Brut. So this is a 100% Brut day for me. And why Brut? I just love Brut. And it started with honeybee soaps. I got a sample of honeybee soaps Brut in a Piff box, probably my first year of wet shaving, and smelled it and instantly just loved the scent. And I'd never smelled Brut before. I didn't know what Brut smelled like. And after smelling the soap, I immediately went out and bought the Brut cologne, the Brut aftershave, and the Brut splash on. Now Josh Dagwood Z just sent me Holy Cow La Fougère Parfait, which is their version of Brut, which it smells exactly the same as the honeybee Brut and everything Brut. So I haven't used this one yet, so this is the one that I'm actually going to be shaving with today. But I started off today with my honeybee soaps Brut shea butter bath soap. So that's what I use in the shower. I used my Brut deodorant, and I slathered up my chest and arms with the Brut splash on. So I'm already smelling like Brut. Now we're gonna use the Holy Cow. Now I wasn't sure what brush to use. Initially, I was thinking about a few different ones, but decided to go with my old school VDH Vanderhagen bore, just because this is the most green handle that I have, and is it's kind of a perfect accoutrement to the color of the Brut. So I'm gonna be using a really good soap with a really cheap brush. So I've had this brush soaking the whole time I was in the shower. Being a bore brush, you want to give it at least a couple minutes to soak. It's been a while since I've used this Vanderhagen brush, but this was probably the first brush I ever bought when I very first started wet shaving, as a lot of people do, just because it's available and easy to get. So when you're first starting out, you can just go to the drugstore, Walmart, and pick up a Vanderhagen brush. It's not the best, but it does work. I don't know how this is going to work for building up this lather, but we're going to try it. Go ahead and Didn't seem to be getting anywhere, and now it seems like my brush has too much water in it. So, the cat's trying to get in here. Cat. We're doing pretty good with this lather. I think the brush is doing okay. Could be better. But for this brush, we're gonna leave it at that. Now, I also got in a box yesterday from Chad. I bought his Rockwell 6S razor. So again, thanks to Dave in Kentucky for letting me try his. I tried a few of his razors, the Timeless, the Carve, and the Rockwell, and I liked the Rockwell the best. And so I knew Chad a while back had said that he might be selling his, so as soon as he did say that he was selling his, I jumped on it because this is the one that I wanted of all the ones that I tried. So, very happy to have this one. Just, it's pretty much effortless. I don't have to think about the angle. I can go as fast as I want with this one. Don't have to worry about getting cut. Right now I've got it on a plate number 4. So I'll just use it on a 4 for a while. I might eventually go up to a 5. But the 4 was pretty much the most comfortable one for me. I had a little bit of redness and some bumps on my neck after the shave yesterday, so I went ahead and changed out my blade, which probably had been used for about, let's see, probably about 34 days as a rough wag, because I used it for 5 days in November, but then there's probably 3 or 4 days that I didn't use it during October, but that is the blade that I started using on October 1st, so just slightly more than 30 days on my Persona blade, but wanted to give my new razor the best shot and give it a clean, fresh blade, which is very smooth. So, very nice shave with the Rockwell. Again, I'm just doing a neck shave because it's No Shave November. But I still want the soap to moisturize my face, soften my beard up, so getting it all over. Just a little bit trickier to rinse off now. Now, for aftershave, I've got tons of choices. First of all, a little bit of witch hazel, and this is gone. I need to refill this. Now, of course, in the United States, we just have the traditional Brut. We used to have these two, Brut Attitude and Dominant, but I'm pretty sure neither of these are made anymore. These were kind of cool because this is a glass Brut bottle, which is vintage. Anything you get now is going to be a plastic bottle, so I like buying the old glass bottles and then just refilling them so that I get the experience of glass. But the Attitude and Dominant were cool because when they came out, they were glass, and so bought these at Walmart in glass bottles, so that was kind of unique. The other thing is there is Brut that you can buy in the European market. So we've got Brut Oceans. We've got their version of the Brut original. We've got Brut Musk, Sport Style, and Attraction. And there's one more. It's in a different bottle. Revolution. So if we really wanted to get crazy with Cheese Whiz, we could use some of these and get some different scents in them. And I'll use these on a shave eventually. But for this, I'm sticking with the original Brut. One thing I've also got, I've got some vintage Brut 33 Splash On. Not going to use this one because I've already put on my Splash On, but that's kind of what the regular Splash On is kind of based on, I think, is the Brut 33, which was a lesser strength. But we are going to do the original. And since we're feeling a little froggy, in addition to using the aftershave, we're also going to pull out the aftershave balm. So I do not know if this is still made or still available. I remember getting some of this a while back and then getting to the point where I never used balms. So I think I piffed it away and then really got back into the Brut kick and was able to find this again and bought it, but I think I've looked and I don't know if that you can get it anymore. Now to follow up with that, we're going to use the Brut Cologne. So again, if we're getting all freaky, I think you can still find these. The Brut Black and the Brut Blue. I bought these at a grocery store, so I'm pretty sure these are still available. They're very similar to, well, at least the black is similar to C.O. Bigelow Black. It's that same type of fragrance. The blue is an aquatic type scent. I'm not sure if it's similar to the C.O. Bigelow Blue or not. But these are more of a cologne type scent. I'm gonna stick with the, again, traditional green fougere. Now, If you like Brut a little bit, you could get the little bottle of Brut. Again, this is just a vintage bottle, 3/8 of an ounce, one of their little samples. If you really like Brut cologne, then you buy the really big bottle of Brut cologne, which is what I've got here. 25.6 ounces of Brut. And I know you can still get this on Amazon. That's where I got mine. So huge. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. Let's splash some of this. And then my atomizer bottle. All right. I think that is about as bruted up as I can get. And as far as using one single note, one single product for your entire shave, I think there's only one product out there that I could use and get more variety in as far as product wise, and that would be Pinot Clubman. Because I've got Pinot Clubman shampoo, so you can get a soap, you can get the shampoo, and then of course Clubman has so much stuff. You can get like beard oils and mustache waxes, talcs. So there's a couple other things that you could get in Pinot Clubman that you can't get in Brut. But I don't think there's any other product that has such a wide range of things that you can use. And thankfully that there's some soap makers that are making the Brut fragrance in the shave soap. And if you were a Clubman fan, then of course you got CBL Soaps that makes the Clubman scented soap. So there's your outlet for that. If you're looking for a Clubman scent shave soap, look at CBL Soaps. So I am just loving the scent, loving the smell of Brut, so I'm happy today. It's going to be a little cold out today. I think it's like 40 out right now. I think the high is going to be 50, but I'm going to go ahead and try to get a motorcycle ride in today. Driving to work, test out my new riding pants, see if those help me stay a little bit warmer on the ride in. So again, thank you, Dave. And I will post some pictures on the forum in a little bit after I get this uploaded. So hope you enjoy the shave. I know I did, and I guess that's all that matters. And again, we'll see you guys on the Shaving Cadre forum. I'm Spider. Later.